Okay, never mind, let's try that again. Some real technical glitches tonight. Let's just do this intro again. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Some technical issues tonight. First, we couldn't stream it to the right channel, so we're just borrowing a channel here tonight. Thank you to EH for sharing his channel with us on such short notice. The plan was to stream to the actual group's channel, but for some reason we cannot, some technical issues. So everything should hopefully go according to plan, and come the next race we will be able to share to the right channel as shared on the Twitter links as well. But as I said, thank you to Mr. Bauchi for coming in at short notice, so at least we can view the stream. So of course, as well, due to those technical issues and the delays that came in, unfortunately quali has been changed from full quali to short quali. So we're just going to have this one session and not the usual three. So in case you would wonder, then of course, like I said, the channel is the other issue, but that should be sorted by the next race, which of course will be next week Friday. So due to some issues with the lobby and all of that, we're a bit late, but at least we're here, and that's most important. So for those of you watching, can you just give me a thumbs up or so, let me know if you can hear alright, if the audio is at least okay. And of course, as always, feel free to be part of the chat. I do like to hear from you guys. I appreciate the comments. Of course, you make the stream also what it is. Of course, a couple of guys already, as you can see, out there in some mixed settings. Majority goes on soft, with a few guys we deciding to go on medium. Okay, I can hear some volume there on the stream. Sorry for the background noise, I just want to check if there is volume. Okay, I can hear my own voice, so I think we sorted then. Right, Nija Luan, one of the new guys this season. One of the reserves on the list for the season. Very young guy, 11 years old, doing this game. Of course, one of his first races, I think, actually his first race competitive racing of this kind. So welcome, Luan. And as you can see, currently for fast is not bad for your first time. EH Bouch, as you see there, he retired, so obviously he's happy with his lap time. Currently fastest there is Shaney. He's almost a full second up on the EH Bouch. Of course, those times are still going to come down more. Still early days, another 10 minutes left. DJ Marlow. Almost looks like there's Mario written on his halo. Cool. Just want to turn this background noise off, so at least I know there's volume, and we definitely have picture as well. Right, so we got the teacher currently sitting there in third, 133, and 80 and a 134 teacher coming in. He might decide to go for another set of boots unless he's happy with his lap. Of course, we got Lubu Fan out there, he's currently in 5th. Ninja now down to 6th with Blessing Big Guy there in 7th. course, still early days. Maurice 135, Atmogazi 136. Okay, I see Team Bongoshi did change my livery. Not 100% the same, but at least there's a change. Because there's a bit of confusion by the looks of it. Some guys actually, yeah, there was a clash of liveries, but yeah, that's fine. You know what? Might be one or two decals or whatever, but at least you can see my teammates, so all good. Thank you, Team Bongozi. Okay, so we still got not Shumi to push a post a lap by the east outbound there, same with Post. RGDV also out, not Fernando, and Boinkies of course is also out, so Forza and not Fernando on their way out. Shumi, RGDV and Boinkies already on hot laps. Another one of the new guys there, Dan Joe. Of course, also a youngster. Also relatively new to this. Good to see the youngsters, the future sim racers coming out here and also driving with. Of course, for season 2 we decided to do multiplayer cars. So we decided to move away from the official cars. Of course we did that with season 1. So we on multiplayer cars. The drivers had to choose their own teammates. So form their own team, choose a team name, and then also they had to design their own liveries. So of course you can see some of the color here on the side, and some of you might have already noticed the colors as I scroll through the drivers. You can see the Judge and not Fernando, they a team there, MB33. Of course RGDV and not Shumi teammates, as you can see with that color. Team Slow, as they would like to call themselves. Then AD77 and EH Boucher is a team. Arava, of course. Then we have Blue Bulls fan and the teacher teammates, the Kiki Carols, Shaney and MJ 2017N, they teammates. MSN Shark Racing. Of course, then just to go through this, we have Dan Joe and a guy that's not able to make it tonight, Seb Shumi, the Dream Team. Of course, a couple of guys missing in action tonight as a result of some load shedding and work commitments. Unfortunately, Spangiftig can't be here. Both drivers are affected by load shedding tonight. It just so happened that their load shedding started as the race was about to start. Of course, then we have Force there in Bliksempene team, JB Racing. And of course, as you can see, of course, Atmogazi and Boinkies, as we said earlier, Bongozi. Yeah, so Team Bongozi there with a nice purple liveries. I say the liveries from all the teams look good, nobody's clashing with anybody. Oh, the Jets multi-skilling and plenty racing, chatting there on the stream, and he did some other multitasking as well. Welcome, Judge. See, Boinkies are 144 in the mediums. That's obviously just some sort of a banker lap. Banker lap with some impacts, I must add, because surely that time is definitely going to come off. He's much faster than that. RGDV still need to put a valid lap. Not Fernando, also not no lap. Of course, nobody to be eliminated at the end of the session. Of course, just the short session. Okay, see, looks like we also decided he's done, enough is enough. If I'm not sure, he's going slow. Probably ran out of petrol. Yep. So he's definitely on his way back to the pits. Luckily teammate RGTV is far off, so he won't affect him. So that's one of the reasons for the yellow flag. Just a little over 3.5 minutes to go. Of course, pole position is extra 2 points. See, Force 13 also retired, so he decided he's happy with his lap, he's done. Pole sitter will get that extra 2 points. Fastest lap, of course, is 1 point, and the fastest lap will be awarded to whoever driver gets the fastest lap at the end of the race. Now, it doesn't matter where they finish, as long as they finish the race. And we also have driver of the day back, and there goes Mr. RGTV, a 1:31.7. All of a sudden, it's game on. It looked like Shane is going to have his pole position, and where RGTV decides to show his hand. Finally, the cement bags come off. Dankie Judgy, vir julle as drywers ook. Ek hoop het gaan van krag tot krag. So Mr. RGTV is always sandbagging, showing his true hand. Of course, our defending champion, Shaney, he and Force battled it out for the race in season 1, so for the championship, sorry. But it went to the very last race. And Shaney, of course, in the end came up on top. And Alpha Tauri, of course, was our constructors champions for season 1. Yours truly teaming up with Shaney there. Privilege for me. Of course, new season, a couple of new faces, guys who didn't race with us season 1. One of them is Mr. RGTV and is already coming to show he's going to challenge. So I do believe Mr. RGTV, Force and Shaney definitely can be true competitors for the championship. There's a couple of guys here also not to be written off. Of course, 10 rounds as always. Round 3, 6 and 9 is our sprint round. So that's 2 races of 25% race distance on one night. Then of course, that makes it your 7 is basically 7 50% races, and then of course those 6 short races, 13 races, and those count normal points. So 13 races, so it can still be anybody's, but of course from the outgo sheer pace, it will be those 3. But as I say, there's a couple of guys here that you can't discredit, and of course consistency is also key. It's pointless if you're fast, but you can't finish. See teachers in the pits, AD is going out, so he will get another lap in just enough time. Because the Blue Bulls fan, him and the teacher, Kitty Carroll, must say also a nice livery. Like how they incorporated the red here. Because from this end you see blue and grey, and when there's that bit of red. Nicely done, I must say. But of course, a couple of nice liveries. In fact, I must say I like all the liveries. I can't say which one is my favourite. Of course, for those of you watching, you're more than welcome to give your comments on the liveries and what you think of it. Because I honestly believe the guys actually went all out and they did put in the effort. Nice how they brought the colours together. RGTV in the pits, obviously that means he's done. So Shane is out on track. Of course, as I said, there's that extra 2 points up for grabs. Pole position 2 points. So driver of the day will be awarded as per the commentators, and Shane can't improve. That means RGTV's got pole. So RGTV will have that extra 2 points. Not Fernando, wide a lap here at the end. Moves all the way from 15th to 3rd. Boyk is a 132 on those mediums. See if he can improve. No, looks like he's going slower. Yeah, he's done. Yep, ran out of fuel by the looks of it. We've got Blue Bulls fan still there. Okay, looks like he's been chased down by 80. But the 80 is done. Yeah, Blue Bulls fan coming in, so that he's done, so that will be 10th. So Boyd is coming in as well. So that is it, people. That is qualified. Judgy, look here, to see a bad black tiny, especially for the first race of the new season. Especially with new people as well. You don't know. You want to first check. I've seen races won from last place, and I've seen it on more than one occasion. Just waiting for the guys who came into the pits now just to finish, retire, etc. Then the session will be done and dusted. Then we can move on to the race. There we go. Right, just confirmation, RGDV takes pole. Not Shumi actually also sneaked in before Shaney. Just as I said, a couple of drivers here that you cannot discard. So if Not Shumi is going to show that, you can basically expect RGDV, Not Shumi, Shaney and Force to go at this title. And there's going to be a couple of other guys in the mix as well. Still a long way in front of us. This is going to be an exciting one if it's going to go like this the whole season. Right, just waiting for everybody to move on. Right, just waiting for everybody to finish those strategies. Just set up the final bit of tweaking, choosing how many stops, etc., etc. Because we will start once everybody's ready, or until somebody's readied up, which they did. So 10 seconds to go. Right, so just formation lap, of course. Right, so all front row then basically for Team Slow. Yeah, call themselves Team Slow, but look at those times. You guys judge that for yourself. I'm not going to say anything. Hey, Johnny. We'll try Max's strategy. Ha ha. So, Judgy, I see a bit of pun intended there from your side, eh? Especially looking at your team name. Judgy talking about Max strategy. So you want to have a Max strategy. Team MV. Okay, Lux MP and Ninja looks like it very touched. Disqualified there from the formation lap. Looks like everybody's on the move, nobody with any problems, just those two that bumped. Ooh, here we go, another one. Tanjo and Akmal Ghazi, of course. It's so easy to get caught out, someone bump into you, but you know what's nothing major, it's just a formation lap. But some people do believe it does make a difference. And some people, of course, take the formation lap very seriously. Right, so a couple of new guys, as I said, 2 youngsters. Actually, we have 3 youngsters on the grid. One of them, unfortunately, not here tonight due to load shedding. But, of course, we will see how this turns out. A couple of debutants, let's see what comes from it. Right, guys, coming around to the final corner now. Obviously time to line up. And one of the things that I do understand with F1 2022, this is something that you're going to have to do yourself. No longer AI controlling it for you. Sure, there will be some sort of setting that you can control this, so that nobody switch it off, get an advantage. Right, lights going out. Oh, drive-through penalty for the judge. Jumping start. RGDV gets away, so does not Shumi. Shumi's going for it. Shane is right there. Shane is going to go on the outside. Not Shumi's not going to give up here. Shane is still going. Nobody's going to give an edge here. Shane, not Shumi. Shane on the inside on this corner. RGDV still in front. Looks like Shane is through. Shane is ahead of not Shumi. But already look at the distance that RGDV managed to get up. Oh, Blue Bulls fan disqualified. Disqualified from session for parking in a dangerous position. Oh no. I think something happened on his side and he couldn't get a pull away. That's normally the case because that was the start of the race. He didn't have a chance to actually pull off and park. I think he started the race, something went wrong and the car never got off the grid, hence the disqualification. Of course, the game says that you park in a dangerous spot, because obviously it's right on track, not that he parked it there deliberately. That's a nasty one, not the way that you want to start the season. The judge, of course, he's going to have to serve that drive-through penalty. Already we still maintaining, Shani managing for now. Pressure from not Shumi and of course Boink is there as well, because Boink is another guy that you can't rule out. So if you look at the top 4 at the moment, and there's 4, so you can have 4 or 5 guys going for this title if it's going to go like this for the rest of the season, which makes for very interesting racing and some good entertainment for us watching. It's like Shumi dropping off a bit, and here comes Shane. Can RGDV hold him off? Can his teammate actually close up to Shaney? Judgy all the way to the back. I think that's also, he had that jump start and then immediately got off the throttle. I mean, you jump to start, then you might as well just stay where you are. Just go for it, because you already got the penalty. Nothing that you do is going to make it right, so just continue. So not a good start, but he's still in there. Of course, still 26, 27 laps to go, so enough racing left, so something can still come of it. Right, so Shane in RGDV still there in front. Rolf not showing a bit of a pace now. Looks like Boink is also falling away from him. So we got Boinky here in fourth. He's being chased by AD, and AD has got fourth right behind him with the H voucher. There's still a bit of a train here. The guys in front just started to pull away from everybody else. Shady were fastest lap. Shady battling here of RGTV. Not Shumi takes the fastest lap. And he's back right on them. There we go. Not Shumi's there. So you got three guys here right with each other. And as they fighting, it looks like Boink is actually caught up with him a bit. And Danjo with a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Early pit stop. Oh, Shady goes very late there. Did he compromise himself on the exit? Side by side. RGTV is going to take it into this corner. Good racing, just allowing each other enough space. Bit of an early pit stop there for Danjo. Not sure why. Potential wing damage. So she decided to go on the harder tyre, but unfortunately it didn't work out. Because Jat's pit stop will be for that drive-through that he has to serve. And Boink is right on Nochumi now. So really, well and truly, a four-way go here at the moment for first. Yellow flag. It's bad for Judge coming out too slow. He's spinning. What's happening? Yellow flag cleared. Shady going on the inside. RTDV staying with him. Again, just enough space, side by side. RTDV will have it inside this time. But just going to have a better drive out of the corner. RTDV goes in front. RTDV, of course, got the DRS. And these two again pulled away from the two behind him. But Boikis has overtaken not Shumi, but looks like not Shumi might have... No, he didn't. He's coming into the pits now. There's some sort of collision there because from third all of a sudden he's down to 12 and he's coming into the pits, so that's probably going to be for a wing change as well. So not Shumi from second lost out to Shani, dropped down to third, and now this doesn't look like there was a wing change. You're not sure what happened if he just spun. He decided to change tyres as well. Meantime, still the leaders in front. Shani dropped off the pit. He's still got Boinkies there with him. Maybe now there is at fourth. He's still got fourth breathing down his neck. Of course, a bit of breathing space between him and Boucher. Boucher also with some breathing space to Blixenby. Blixenby with a gap in this MJ 2017. He's followed closely by the teacher. A bit up more closely than 10, followed by Not Fernando up to in the 11th now. Danjo, of course, that penalty is at 5 seconds, which will be served as his next pit stop. Then we got the Juan there. Chumi on his way again with the judge, closing up the back. Of course, as you can see, Boinkies went fastest lap. And you still got Cheney and RDV going, and RDV again. I wonder if Boinkies is just watching these two. Because if they must come together, he's going to be the big gainer because from third to first there. And Force was past 80, but 80 pitted. Not sure if his soft tyres are not lasting. But it's an abrasive track, and I think that's exactly what might be happening. These soft tyres are not lasting. Aiding the pits rejoins in the 11th. Wonder if that will at least force a bit to catch up to the three in front. Yellow flag. Oh, that's the judge. The judge is having a horrible one. I think the judge is not switched on tonight. Sorry to say, Judgy. Yeah, RTV, Shani closing up, but too far back. Wakey's still holding on. You can see it's all three. Oh, and follow the leader. RJDV and Shani decided to pit at the same time. Boinkies decides to go through. Of course, Boinkies is on the medium, so is Force. Can they now open up a gap here, make those mediums come into play? Bouchy decided to going to stay out on the softs. Looks to be also mediums. Yeah, some mixed strategies here, really. Because the guys that qualified outside the top 10 could change their tyres. But it's another rule that we will see changing in the new game coming out later this year, because of what's happening. No longer the tyre that you post your fastest lap on in Q2 is what you need to start with. Like a nice train here behind MJ 2017. Teacher up Mogoja, not Fernando, right with him. Big time back there, already and Shady chasing them down on the fresh mediums. There you can see the leaders, well, potential leaders. Oh, there goes an end plate. There goes an end plate, and the teacher is out. We have our first true retirement of a race, and that's the teacher. The teacher's out, and that brings out a safety car. And of course, you would have seen there from that footage there was an end plate. Oh, drive-through penalty, speeding under safety car for Boucher and for the judge. Not slowing down sufficiently and getting a penalty. Saw some end plates flying there a little earlier. And then of course with the use of retirement. But Abagazi went there off track. I'm not sure if he lost his end plate there. I would guess so, 5 laps on the mediums. But it can also be the safety car that's encouraging him to come in. But I think it's possibly his end plate that went off. Not sure then, looking at it, it's his end plate. And if you look at the teacher retiring, potentially there was contact between the two of them. Yep, and it's a front wing replacement, so there was definitely contact between the two of them. Teacher out, so teacher real retirement. Blue Bull fan, unfortunately, that unfortunate disqualification right at the start. So that means the end of the Kitty Carols. Force decided to pit, so AD of course pitted just before this happened. So you got MJ 2017 now leading. Boinkies managed to get out in front of RZDV and Shady. Safety car came out at just the right time. Looks like he's set to the end. He decided to go hard. But some of you with a keen eye would have noticed that that clouds all of a sudden doesn't look so friendly anymore. Looks like it's definitely getting darker. Nobody supplied an update, so I'm not sure about the weather, but there potentially might be some rain on its way. And from personal experience, China basically is known for rain. In most cases when I drive this track, be it online or Korea, there always seems to be rain. So let's see if this is going to be rain or just a bit of clouds for now. But how it may be, Boinkies is in front of RZDV and Shady. 80 still ahead of Force. Of course, you've still got Boucher, Blissingly, so therefore they may basically stay unchanged. Of course, safety car will just bundle everybody up again. So Jimmy sitting in 10th. Of course, we'll have to wait for the safety car to get in before we can see anything further. So we'll just wait, hopefully the last lap under the safety car. but you can't drive on board with a safety car looking back. There you go. Team MSN Shark Racing. They basically both cars in the top 4 for now. Question is, how long can these hard to last? And of course, regardless how long it lasts, is that rain coming? And how long is it out? And with that said, safety car is coming in, so you will see MJ 2017 becoming a pace car now. Not backing up the guys too much. Looks like he's keen himself to get going again. Probably will only hammer it here with the next corner. He might have already went for it. The Boinky slowed down, but I don't think he noticed that because he could have just hammered it there. Right. There we go, and Boinky's is on him. Boinky's is right with him, is going to go for him within the first corner. Boinky's going to go on the outside. RTDV and Shaney going for it as well. Shaney on RTDV. Interesting, yeah, what's the team going to do? Shaney going to get past his teammate because he wants to go after Boinky's. He doesn't want to get Boinky's away too far from him. He's going to go on the inside. Yeah, Shaney through. Going a bit wide, he jeopardized himself a bit on the exit. And he would hope that his teammate can keep RTDV off his back a bit. So just to get some breathing, just that little bit of breathing space. Shaney's on the mediums and Boinky's on the hard, so Shaney's got the better tyre, better grip. But obviously the medium tyre is not going to last as long as the hard, so Shaney would want to do something with that medium tyres while he still has them. Surely RTDV is going to make a move here. And J17's got the judge. Hard tyres, 8 laps old for all the tyres there by far. There goes RTDV, just too much space. Foster's obviously going to have a look. He's going to try on the outside. No, not enough space there. Force 80. There's Blixenby on the inside as well. Blixenby going on 80. 80 saying no for now. Shaney closing the gap. The gap was 2 seconds ago. Earlier that the previous lap. Now it's just a second. Of course, DRS will be available again at the end of this lap. Normally 2 laps after the safety car went back before it's available. RTDV chasing, of course, after Shaney and Boinky's. Yellow flag. EH Bouch, I think there was a spin or something because he's right at the back now, keeping the judge company. What should we got the youngsters in front of him? Luxembourg now coming up to MJ 2017. Oh, Danjo retired. Oh no. And that will be another safety car. And we're down to 13 runners. Oh, there goes Luxembourg as well. Who's going to pit this time? Only lap 10, 18 left. Is everybody going to go into a pit? Doesn't look like it. Looks like yet up Margaz is going in. And only And Boucher also decided to go pit. Makes sense, put on some new rubber while you can. Get up to the back of a grid, of course, while the safety car is slowing them down. Because when you race there, as you can see there, your current standings: Boinkies, Shaney, RZDV, Boss, MJ 2017, AD, Luan, Shumi, Fernando, Judge, Apargozi and Bauchi. 12 runners remaining out of 16 started. Very good start tonight, 16 out of a potential 20 actually lining up. So it's still advantage Boinkies in my opinion, hard tyres. Of course with laps that you do under the safety car is not taking much out of your tyres. But now he's got Shaney behind him who's got pace. So the restart here is going to be key. And there's also an RDDV as well. And of course also got no cars in front of him, so he's now right with him. So you have a flat out four-way go here on the restart. 4 guys with some good pace. Of course you can see they want to get going, they want the safety car in, but it's not going to be the case. And they've done 1 lap. The judge has caught up with the guys at the back. Well, MJ 2017 time penalty there. Oh, and now he comes into the pit lane too fast. Another penalty there. But of course the 3 seconds will... No, let me stop it there. I don't think the 3 seconds get cleared in the pit, that stays. So 5 seconds that gets clear. Oh, it's a weird one. Because I would think that any time penalty that you have when you come into the pit should be served. But anyway. I see, of course, the judge still got his penalty as well. Just to show you, yeah. But it shows drive-through, that the judge can get a new drive-through. Because the judge did serve a drive-through, he did get one very early and he served it. That's weird. Unless I missed the pop-up, there you can see Team NB33. The judge running in 9th at the moment, and not too long ago he was number 16. See, nothing wrong with at the back, you can still make up places. Oh, now his teammate bumps into him. No, I lie, it's the other way around. The judge has bumped into his teammate. Rule number 1, golden rule of racing. Do not make contact with your teammate. Judge, you're a veteran, you should know better than that. Safety car coming in, thank goodness, so we can go racing again. Right, so we've got the guys in front. I'm just going to go with you so you can see all of them. So the grid is pretty much backed up. Boinkies is now the pace car. Right, we're just going to go probably after this corner only. Shane is right with him. But a lot of weaving there. Shane right next to him. But Shane had to come over throttle because he couldn't risk going ahead of him. Oh, the judge disqualified for setting no drive-through penalty. So goodbye judge, disqualified. Shane was right next to Boinkies, but he had to lift off because he was too close. He ran the risk of going ahead. And he had to lift, and well spotted by Boinkies because as Shane lifted, he let go. But of course, Shane's still there, RDV's there, Force is there. Oh no, Force has dropped down to 6. We've still got 80 in the mix as well. See a couple of guys already keeping the stewards busy. Shiny gonna go on the inside. Who's gonna have a better exit? Looks like Boinkies. Yep, definitely. That's the one thing, is if you go in too deep, you run the risk of going wide on the exit. Forced back into 4th now. Nope, you can't do a drive-through under safety car. Sorry, Judge. That's actually a F1 rule. They close for pit when the safety car comes out. You have to wait for it to open. So you had to put that lap when he... So that answers my question. So it was actually a drive-through from earlier, which you didn't serve. Sorry, Judgy. Rules are rules. So whichever way, we're down to 11. You're basically halfway. Still got your top 3 battling in there, forced 2.8 seconds behind. Can he catch him and make it a 4-way battle? RDV right there with Shiny. Yeah, and you don't drive up your own teammates behind as well, Judgy. Golden rule of racing, leave your teammate alone. Right, here we go again. Shady right there with Boinkies. Shady fastest lap. RDV in it as well. Of course, first corner still stays a tricky one. Just who can carry the most speed through there without losing too much grip. Always a fine balance, speed versus grip, because if you're going too hard, you're not going to make the corner. If you're all out of grip, you're not going to have momentum and you can be so easily overtaken. Now it looks like Force is not catching up with these guys. As much as they battling each other, they're still getting away. But should be up to 6. He's looking at going at yet 80. He's followed closely there by Not Fernando, who also managed to work himself up to 7. Yeah, but Jazzy, there's always some sort of shenanigans by the looks of it when it comes to safety cars in this game. En hy het te slam on brakes, otherwise his car was gone. Jay moet voor jou kyk, nie achter Joe nie. Not should be having a look at the outside of AD, and he's gonna make it stick, and here comes Not Fernando as well. Of course, the judge will root for his teammate. Yeah, I know that, Judge, because a couple of weeks ago you went slam bam, thank you ma'am, into me. You also thought I braked dead, which I didn't. I also braked from a car in front of me. But because of a stupid rule, you're not allowed to overtake, but in that case the guy spun out. So it was not supposed to, but anyway, yeah, that's why I say safety car rules. Oh, in case those who didn't manage to pick up, I know it's white and so forth, but giving RDV's history with Mercedes, don't you think this Team Slow livery is actually a resemblance of a Mercedes? Look at how, if you look at where the greenish is versus the white, immediately one gets the impression of a Mercedes, or is it just me? But of course, nothing wrong with the livery. Oh, and we lost Moritz, yeah, MJ 2017 also out, so yet another safety car. Our third safety car, lap 16 out of 28. Surely more guys will pit this time, making the final stop, hopefully, because those mediums surely not going to make it till the end. I'm also in doubt with Arch. Shaney, and we missed it. Sorry, we talking to Chachi. I missed that. Shaney is down to 11, so Shaney dropped down. Definitely not a pit stop because no, Shaney left the session. Is that a disconnect? That looks like a disconnect. Because Shaney lost places from second, right in the back of Boinkies. Yeah, from second. Right in the back of Boinkies, he fell down all the way. And that doesn't look like there's wing damage. Was that a spin or was it just because of a disconnect? But that definitely said Shaney's left the session. So, yeah, and also no wing change here, so it's not like there's damage on that car. So I'm not sure if Shaney is still in, or he truly left the session. It doesn't seem like the car is ghosting unless it just says left the session and he managed to regain it or something is acting up again. I mean, we all seen it before with this game. But that car doesn't look like he's ghosting, so I don't know if he's out or not. But however it may be, Boinky's still leading. Up Morgoji up to third, he's still on the hard. Fresh hard. But he decided to stay out. RJDV pitted, so that's potential second. But RJDV, if he can keep his nose clean, I'm sure he can do 11-12 laps with those mediums, light the fuel load now as well, so he's actually in a good position because can Boinkies make the tires last? He's going to be under pressure towards the end. Force also on fresh mediums. Shumi on softs. I think the soft will last 12 laps, especially what we saw in the first stint. 5-6 laps and then the guys came in. Of course it's a light the fuel load unless his ABS try to make up places. But I can't see him finishing on those softs. Pretty much everybody stopped for new mediums except Boinkies, yes, Boucher, Afmagozi and Shumi. Of course, Shumi he did stop, but he stopped for soft. All the others stopped for mediums. Shady. That? Yeah, it shows he's a lap down. Of course, I'm ready to be a lap down. But then he should show a lap. Okay, something's acting up again, but anyway. At least one more lap here with under a safety car. Boinkies won't mind safety car laps, he stays in first, and it also means he can reserve those tyres because he's not going at full speed. Starts here also 6 laps on mediums. Going to be tough ask here, who can manage the tyres the best. 6 drivers out, we down to 10, 12 laps to go. Sorry, 10 laps to go after this one. But Chachi, of course, also route hard for his teammate who moved himself up to 7th place. There we go, safety car coming in. Right, Boinkies yet again the pace car after the third safety car. Team Bongozi looking good for now. Right, when's he going to put the hammer down? Actually, Shane is joined, so he definitely had to. That was a disconnect because earlier it's a disconnect, now it's a join, and that explains why the car's so far back. Boinkies with a brilliant start. Nice breather. This is the best gap he had all race so long. You will enjoy this. There's RGTV behind Bauchi and of course Boinkies' his teammate. So he's got two cars to chase down before he can go after Boinkies. And now the timing screen is also acting up. The penalty is just that 3 seconds gaming now. Everything else is actually cleared. There's your big gainers, of course, for now, your gainers and your losers. Yeah, so we're not seeing any gaps now on the timing screen either. Main battle here now. RGTV want to get past off Margozi. And there's a force as well coming down. And the force is not Shumi as well. Things are going to heat up here very quickly. RGTV is through and force is going to go into brakes. Now he thought about it. Decided against it and up Margozi almost in the back way of RGTV. So the result that jeopardized force and not Shumi got through. Natsumi on the soft tyres versus the hard tyres, and the soft tyres is new, so it's fresh rubber. Good pace. What can or not Natsumi do? He's through as well. Can Force now make a move here on up Margozi? RGTV already on the back way of Bauchi. Oh, and a moment where Fab Margozi spins out there. Not sure if he nicked the back way of Natsumi and then spun. But he went and now Natsumi is chasing off his teammate. Can his teammate clear Force? Bauchi and Fred goes after Boinkies. You can see RGTV right there with Bauchi. Boinkies with a nice gap there, 3.6 seconds. RGTV going to go on the inside. He's going to be the bravest. He's going to be brave enough. Yep, he made it. He's got the better exit as well. RGTV now where he wants to be. He's got the medium tyres versus the hard tyres of Boinkies. And he's got much newer tyres than Boinkies. He would love to use this. As you can see there, his teammate getting fastest lap. Natsumi is on the chase as well. And of course we got DRS again this lap. Can Natsumi use those softs? Not going to last forever. He's going to have to put again. He would love to make up places here and get some sort of gap to the guys behind. 7 laps to go after this one. RGTV managing to close, seeing the gap bit by bit. Boinky still there in front. Of course, Bauchi now in third. Natsumi chasing him down. And Force is also in there. Natsumi going to go on the inside, is he? Oh, a little bit too hard there. Luckily, no damage. Easily could have caused both cars spinning, or at least one, but more importantly, there's no wing damage. Better luck now here on the back straight. This is where his teammate did it. How brave is he on the brakes? He goes to the inside. The area is wide open, of course. And he made the move. Falls too far back. Just showing Bouchy that he is there as well. Bouchy, of course, on much older tyres. Gap now 3 seconds there between RJDV and Boinkies. Not Fernando minding his own business here. Shaney, as you can see, unlapping himself bit by bit. Disconnect didn't do him any favours. But Fernando's holding up there. He's keeping up with the pace. We've had an eventful race. But he's definitely holding on to last 2 places because he had a good qualifying, but just remember at one stage he was at the back. Gained some positions with a few retirements, but definitely coming back from where he was to now. Good race so far. Gap in front, 2.8 seconds. There's still 6 left to go after this. Can Boinkies make those tyres last? Oh, not in blue flag, Shaney. That's a bad spot if you, in that position, you try to speed away. The car behind you, if it stays in that second range, you're going to get those blue flags. But a 3-second time penalty for RGDV showing he's clearly pushing. But now that's more and more advantage Boinkies because the gap plus in that 3 seconds. So even if RGDV gets past him, he's going to have to make up those 3 seconds. Because Boinkies is not known for penalties. Yes, he can get some, but it's not something that you see often. Yes, the big question is who's going to make the tyres last. A relatively quiet race, but managing still to be in the points, and of course in the mud water, keeping it clean. London 8. Bogasi also new tyres. Not Fernando right there with Bouchy, of course. Tyres is 6 laps younger. Bouchy also not known for penalties, and so far not Fernando also no penalties. And one would think RGTV starting to run out of time there. Boinkies just did enough. Of course, staying out at that first stint of pit stops. He started on the mediums, so he stayed out when the guys came in, and he managed to stay in front after the first round of pit stops. Went on the hards and stayed on the hards, and so far he managed to manage it quite well. Because yes, the gap is shrinking, but not as quick as you thought it would. And remember that time penalty of RGTV as well. If it's going to stay like this, his teammate is actually going to jump him. And if he doesn't watch, he might even be jumped by force. Boinkies managing the gap, you're not seeing any changes in front. Real battle here at the moment for 5th place. Not Fernando V coming down. The area is wide open. It's going to go to the outside. Can he make it stick? Side by side, just leaving each other enough space. Bouchy stays ahead for now. The gap in front actually opened up. I think he's managed to extend the gap. I think Argentina might be trying a little too hard. Got lose some time. Got Chumi actually catching him there. If a race finish as is, RDV will drop to 3rd thanks to that penalty. Of course, he's just out of range of that. If Vos can make that gap less than 1.5, Vos can potentially near 3rd place. Maybe with some good breathing space behind him. Here we go again, not Fernando, just trying to, unsettle Bouchy there. Don't want to do too early and then make a mistake and it results in the end of both races. Here we go, close again. There is wide open. Going on the outside, did he did enough this time. Bouchy is still going to do it and it's going to be pretty much the same as for the previous one. Last lap as well, but this time, not Fernando's got a better exit there, but not enough. So Bouchy managed to stay ahead again. And yet in the front the gap opened up even more. All the tyres, harder tyres, RDV can't manage the pace of Winkies. Winkies on all the tyres, he's done with most laps on a set of tyres now. 18 laps old, and it's for hard tyres. Hard, of course, is slower to the mediums. Gap 2.8. But yet RGTV is closing, is opening up a gap a bit to his teammates. But as you can see, more importantly, Force has closed it. Gap there between RGTV and Force is less than 3 seconds, so RGTV is going to drop down to 4th. Fernando, good exit there, closer, but just not enough. Bouchy getting up the pace quick enough. But Fernando closed very time. This time, back end almost stepping out there. Nicely caught. There is wide open if it wasn't for that back end that stepped out. And now 80 is closed up to him as well. Back end stepping out in the final corner. He was not hoping for that. He was pushing for a better drive so he can get the momentum down the home, the home straight where that area is wide open. But the back end of the car had different plans. And having a bit of a lonely race here on his own, but holding his own very well. Shane trying to unlap himself, but fastest lap. Of course, that's still a point. You got a well and true freeway tyre for 5th place. And mid-arm falls right there with Shumi now. I think that soft is for going away from not Shumi. Losing time to his teammate and falling into the clutches of Force. And not Fernando. Bouchy's going to go on the outside. Not Fernando's closed the door there, so not Fernando through to 5th. With Fernando to fifth, 80. So you got the two teammates here, Bouchy and 80. But Bouchy's going to have to go. He's going to try. He's got DRS. He's now going to go to the outside. Oh, not Fernando going a bit on the inside of the curve. Bouchy not letting him go there. Reclaims the position. And not Fernando's going to have to do it all over again. I think that is Morgazi into 9th as well. If you look at time penalties received there, so he will be promoted. Yellow flag. That guy just that's obviously a bit of a spin, just pushing a little too hard. RGDV couldn't answer. Boinkies here in the final stint. Julian Force going at it. But we've been going on the inside, and Force has got him. Force is into third, so he will be promoted to second place. Oh, not Jimmy going off track. We almost lost it for together, and in the process we missed Boinkies, but Boinkies coming over the finish line. Boinkies takes for 1 year in China in the opening round of season 2. Well done to Boinkies. Force V second. Never stop racing right till the end. RZDV third. Not Shumi coming in fourth. So RZDV just losing the 1 place in the end. Not sure if Not Shumi stepped off the gas there to make sure that his teammate only lost the 1 place. Bouchy managed to hold off not Fernando on that last lap. But brilliant racing by both of them, Bouchy and not Fernando, giving each other enough space, doing what they needed to do. 80 coming home in 7th. Of course, this we will just have to wait. We still got Jean and Morgazi to cross, but Shaney will take 10th. And Morgazi will cross now. Right, just waiting for the final. No, that's the AI's drive of the day. Don't agree with that. Not taking any away from Force. Just merely saying that in the drive of the day will be as adjudicated by the commentary team. Unfortunately, there was no team tonight. It was just me. So that will be made available, or that announcement will follow shortly of who's the driver of the day. So Shane in the end gets the fastest lap. He finishes in 10th. Of course, fastest lap counts no matter where you finish, as long as you finish the race. So Shane gets that 1 point. Then of course, if you remember Pole as well, Pole gets 2 points. And then of course driver of the day gets 3 bonus points, and I actually got a tie there for driver of the day. I can't make a clear distinction, especially how they battled, how they both drove, and if you see both of them were at the back of the grid at one stage, how they worked their way back and fighting each other and keeping it clean, good clean racing. My drivers of the day will be your 5th place and 6th place men. Boucher and not Fernando, they get my vote for drivers of the day. So with that said, just want to say thank you for those of you who joined and watched. Jaji, thanks for the comments there, keeping this going. It's always like to hear from you guys, and it's nice if you chat back there, keeps the stream going. So just want to say thank you for the support, guys. So next week we will hopefully be back in our channel, the usual spot. Tonight's channel was just a borrow, so hopefully next week we will be back to normal. So we will then see you guys next week, same time, same place, and hopefully no technical issues, so we can start on time. Till then, have a safe one, take care, and we will chat again. Cheerio.